Let me show you how to build a simple dining chair made entirely out of 2x4s and some 1x pieces. At under $10, this is a very affordable build, and as always, I'll have the build plans linked below in the video description. To start this build, we're going to start cutting our 2x4s. And speaking of 2x4s, you'll need 3 8-footers for this project. We're going to start with the back legs. We're going to make 2 of these at 45 inches. And then the front legs, we're going to have 2 of those at 22.5 inches. We're going to have 6 support pieces at 10.25 and 4 support pieces at 13 inches. And for the X brace, you'll need 1 piece at about 20 inches, or sorry, 2 pieces at about 20 inches, and we'll split those into 2x2s. You could also just use 2x2s if you don't have a table saw to rip them down. That works just as well. And for the seat boards, I used a 1x8 on this project, and there's 3 of those pieces at 17 inches long. After we get all the 2x4s cut, we're going to bring them over to the table saw and set it up so we're just taking that rounded edge off of one side of all the 2x4 pieces that we have cut for this project. So it's like taking a 1/16 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch off. And we'll flip it around and take the other rounded side off in the same manner. And taking these rounded edges off makes things easier to line up when it comes time to assembly. And it looks for a better looking chair. Next, we'll do our pocket holes. These are all 10 of the support pieces. The 10.25 inch, all 6 of those, and 13 for 4 of the 13 inchers. Once all those pocket holes are drilled, we can start putting the chair together. And on the back leg, I'm measuring up 7 inches from the bottom. That's where that first 10.25 inch piece is going to go. And I'm putting this above the line that I marked. And I'm using a clamp to help hold it all in place, and some Titebond 2 wood glue, since this is an interior chair. The next piece is 19.25 inches, and it's going to be above that line. I'm using the 2.5 inch pocket hole screws and that clamp and the Titebond 3 to help hold it all together. The third piece is going to be 25.5 inches from the bottom of those 2x4s. I'm going to do the same thing. We'll add our Titebond 2 and slide it into place. Use that clamp to help hold it all together, and then use the 2.5 inch pocket hole screws. Finally, the last piece is 40 inches, 40.75 of an inch from the bottom of those 45 inch 2x4s, which gives the top of the legs a little bit of overhang. And we'll just glue that and screw it into place. And now for the front legs, we're going to measure 7 inches up from the bottom, just like we did on the back legs. And we'll use the same clamp, the same glue, and the same screws to hold that into place. And then once we have that one in place, the next 10.25 inch piece will go at the very top, flush with the top of those front legs. And again, it's just held into the Titebond 2 and pocket hole screws. Now we can add the 4 13-inch support pieces. These are going to be on that 7-inch line on the front legs, and then the other 2 are going to be flush with the top of the front legs. You kind of see where this is going now. You see the chair coming together. We'll line it up on the back legs and use the pocket hole screws to help hold it all into place. And what you're looking for here is for all your supports to line up with one another. This is the seat boards. If you check out the build plans, I think I used 1x4s on the build plans. I had 1x8 laying around. It works just as well. It's the same principle. I'm going to cut a notch for the 2x4 the back legs so this can kind of wrap around it using my jigsaw. And that notch is just big enough for those 2x4 legs to fit in there. Then we'll glue the 3 pieces together. It's a little 2-inch strip in the middle to make everything fit. I'm using that Titebond 2 and some pipe clamps. And I'm using that glue brush to get a nice even spread of glue. And we'll tighten it up. And a little pro Tip here is get a little wet rag and you can clean up your glue squeeze out. Now for the X braces, we're going to cut the rounded edges off of those too. Both sides. And then we'll cut them down to 1.5 inches, which is the size of a 2x2 if you were to purchase it at a store. So these are the true 2x2s that you would buy at the store, 1.5 inches wide. Next, we'll put everything in place to mark our X brace. We'll get it lined up where we want it. We'll take our pencil and mark our lines. I'm trying to line it up with that bottom support and the top support. We'll mark that line, take it over to the miter saw, and cut the angles. I believe these are about 18-degree angles, give or take. We'll bring it back over. Should have a nice snug fit. This might take some practice. It took me a while to get the hang of cutting these angled pieces, but I feel like this is the best way to do it. You can just mark your lines. It takes no measurement, no measuring, and you just take it over to the saw and follow the lines. And now that glue's dried, we'll take the clamps off. Hit it with some 120 sandpaper. Get all little imperfections off of it. And then I did a little round over, so we're not catching our clothes on that nice square edge of the seat. And then the stain, I used some Kona by Varathane, which this seems kind of light because Kona is supposed to be very dark. I've had that happen before. It just seems lighter than normal, but that's okay. Stain the seat and the X braces. I'm using a little sponge brush. That's my favorite thing to use for stain. And come back with paper towel and just wipe it clean. And I'm just using black paint with my Wagner sprayer to do the frame of the chair. You can kind of play around with the color configurations. I've done some white and gray ones and some red and black ones, which have all turned out pretty nice. And then to attach the seat, I'm going to add a bead of glue around the top. We'll place that seat right there. I'm just going to come back with my brad nailer and nail it into place. And that glue will help hold it on there, so I'm not too worried about the brad nails coming out. And then finally, the X braces are just going to be glued in. There's no structural support here, so, and it's kind of hard to get nails in there. So they're snug enough fit, or we can just put the glue on there, smack them into place, and that should hold well enough. If you get some gaps, you can fill it in some wood filler. No big deal. And just like that, we have our dining room chair. Very simple build, very affordable build, and a great beginner project. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.